What is happening? North Carolinians are still struggling to recover from a deadly flood and don't have the resources they need yet. Joe Biden just traveled to Africa and pledged over $1 billion to help Africans hit by floods rebuild. I can't believe this is real, says Clay Travis. And Clay Travis is, it's perhaps the voices of all of us. Let me fix this so you can read the subtitles better. All right.
That's the right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do.
The wealthiest nation in the world. Yeah, the wealthiest nation in the world. The wealthiest nation in the world is thanks to the taxpayers. So the taxpayers are getting that tab. How does that work?
Wealthiest nation in the world to do. And today, I'm announcing over $1 billion in new humanitarian support for Africans displaced from homes by historic droughts and food insecurity. We know African leaders and citizens are seeking more than just aid. You seek investment. So the United States is expanding our relationship all across Africa, from assistance to aid, to investment to trade, moving from patrons to partners, to help bridge the infrastructure gap. I was told, by the way, when I got elected, I could never get an infrastructure bill.
Yeah, I guess that he is engaging on reparations or something. He wants to do something to distract from the fact that he pardoned his son Sunday night. You know that strange things always happen on the Sunday night. And what's more, he was there just to cover up all this. Why? Because he wasn't even interested in listening to these people, these African leaders. Watch, Biden dozes off during his meeting with African leaders. And here he is, and you're going to see, I'm going to focus on him so it's easier for you to watch.
Digital transformation, trade and logistics along the corridor. Tanzania is already undertaking internal consultations aiming at aligning this project with national priorities and other bilateral and regional commitments. In closing, allow me to reiterate Tanzania's commitment to regional integration and shared prosperity. We note the progress made on the development of the Lobito Corridor and commend the visionary leadership that has brought this initiative to life. And it is through such partnerships and innovations that Africa's Agenda 2063 will be realized.
Oh, is that the trip was so grueling, the trip was so long. You know that he can sleep in Air Force One? Air Force One has beds in which he can sleep, have a nap, and that stuff. He can sleep comfortably in Air Force One. So why is he dozing off? Why is he falling asleep? He isn't called Sleepy Joe for nothing. He's not called Sleepy Joe for nothing. And what else do we have here? Joe Biden, he begins this rambling. I like trains a lot. What? What does this have to do?
Mr. President, I'm coming back to ride on the train all the way from end to end.
I guess that he didn't take his medication today. It seems like he's got, the petroleum eyes, the Biden eyes when he's not there. Those are the he is not there eyes. No, he is in another world right now.
As I say, when we on the Senate floor of the United States Senate, excuse a point of personal privilege.
If it's obvious that Biden is not running the country, then who is approving these $1 billion things? Who is approving this? I mean, can he just approve that? Doesn't the Senate have to approve this as well? I don't know how does this happen? Who is behind all this?
I've ridden an awful lot on trains. I commute every day 212 miles a day on Amtrak from Washington to my hometown in Wilmington, Delaware as a senator. And so I like trains a lot. So I'm coming back. You're stuck with me.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely gone. I was telling Leilani yesterday that January 20th cannot come soon enough. I mean, it's taken forever. It is something that is it is impressive. It is impressive. How long will it take for January 20th? I know that I've told you that to control our anxiety, we need to savor the moment. We have to focus on the moment. We have to say, okay, this is it. We have this moment to celebrate. We have the present day, the present time. But God, these people make this so hard. These people make this stuff so hard in so many ways. But sometimes Biden gets a little pushback. Thanks to Bad Hombre for sharing this. Speaker Johnson rejects Biden's request for additional money for Ukraine. Says we have a new commander-in-chief and he's going to wait to take his direction on that. Well, that was a bit of common sense. Let's hear this for ourselves.
Last week, the Biden administration requested to attach to upcoming CR additional aid to Ukraine, $24 billion. Are you planning to do that? What is your position?
I'm not planning to do that. There are developments by the hour in Ukraine. I think, as we predicted, and as I said to all of you, weeks before the election, if Donald Trump is elected, it will change the dynamic of the Russia war on Ukraine. And we're seeing that happen. So it is not the place of Joe Biden to make that decision now. We have a newly elected president, and we're going to wait and take the new commander-in-chief's direction on all of that. So I don't expect any Ukraine funding to come up.
So no Ukraine funding for the time being, but now still he's got his pledge of $1 billion to Africa. I think that he's just trying to switch headlines. You know that this is something that they do all the time. Let's do something that they will criticize me something for. Let's give them that so headlines change. You see the mainstream media talking about Hunter Biden anymore? No, they won't. They would do anything else besides talking about Hunter. They won't address Hunter anymore. They will bury that case